How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines 2, where we are in the city of Tampere. And today we're going to be looking at the Bridges and Ports DLC for Cities Skylines 2. And this video is in collaboration with Paradox Interactive, and I am super excited about it. And so let's go ahead and jump right in. So this DLC has a couple aspects to it. So first off, it has the bridges, which there are quite a few. And so if we jump into the roads tab, we can go all the way from small roads all the way up to highways, and you will see a ton of new additions. So we have key walls now, which is awesome. We have really awesome looking suspension bridges. I really like these a lot. A lot of these have really good detail, and you can see these being placed around your city in a ton of different builds. A lot of these bridges I'm actually really surprised at. They just look awesome. This is the movable bridge for the 2 lanes. It really doesn't look too spectacular from this view, but the second you get one of the ferry lines underneath, which we're going to be playing with here in a little bit, then you can see the movable features in action. And so we do have some bigger key walls as well. And then we have some other new bridges under the medium road tab. This bridge looks really cool. I could see some awesome, this is really giving me some ideas. You could have this kind of running through your city. You could have a bunch of these in your downtown, just kind of spruced up. So let's go ahead and look at this one. This one's actually really cool as well. I like this bridge. I like the cables. This kind of reminds me, there's a lot of these are bridges that we've seen in real life. And these, I love bridges in real life. I think they're really cool. Just how big they are, the engineering that's involved in them. This is cool, man. I mean, there's really a lot you can do with this. I think it's interesting you got this 2-lane road up top, then you have like a highway on the bottom. But basically what you would do with this is you would have them veer off in different directions on either side. So it really gives you a lot of possibilities with it. This bridge is cool, really low profile, not a lot of detail, but with the movable feature, it does add some pizzazz later on. So let's go ahead and look at the large roads. So we have the 6-lane suspension bridge. We're going to, oh yeah, this is actually really cool. This one's awesome. I actually think we are probably going to end up utilizing this bridge here. We're going to delete this and then have it go across just because I feel like this is going to look a little bit better. So if we go all the way down, this was a really big suspension bridge that we had there for quite a long time now, actually. So, and voila, just a few seconds later, we have the bridge, and this actually looks really cool. So let's go ahead and hit play. Let's watch some cars go across. This is a really good looking bridge. I like this a lot. I think this is really cool. And so you can see we have a lot of bridges. And so I actually want to see some of these bridges in action, some of the movable bridges. So what we're going to do is go into the brand new ferry tab. We're going to plop down a ferry depot first. Let's go ahead, and we don't need it anywhere in particular. We're just kind of playing around with this. We're going to come back through once this releases and do a full build with this, because there's really a lot of fun ideas that I'm having just with the ferries alone. I honestly think the ferries are probably my favorite part about this expansion. And so what we're going to do, let's start off with the small bridge. We are going to come all the way across, and then let's do a kind of wider road just on the ground over here. Yeah, we'll go like that, and then let's go up again. We want to come up just a little bit, just lift it off the ground so we're not flooding that road. And then let's go ahead and grab that road again and come all the way across. What we're doing is we're just going to demonstrate the movable features of this bridge, since this is one of the defining characteristics of this DLC. So let's go ahead and delete this. We're going to bring this back and connect it up. Well, we could probably do an elevated street. This could look really cool. There's really a lot of things that we could do here. Let's go right like that for right now. We just really want to see what this is going to look like when we start moving things around. So we're going to do a ferry terminal. Let's go ahead. I already created that road right there. I have another road over here. And then let's do one right here. And then we will grab a road and let's go ahead and connect this up. Go like this. Fantastic. Connect it up. Perfect. And then you do need to come into the ferry terminals and move out the piers. Go just like that. Fantastic. Perfect. And then now what we can do is go back into the ferries tab, grab the narrow boatway, and we just want to go like this. We really don't need to connect it all up. We just want to find a good crossing. Yeah, right there. Fantastic. And then we will come all the way across, go just like that. Perfect. And then let's create a ferry line. Man, I'm really excited about this. I love ferries. I think ferries are just such a cool little mode of transportation. So we'll come across, let's do another one, go like that, and then we will hook it up. Perfect. And then let's go ahead and hit that play button, watch these ferries come out. And here come our ferries. I'm really excited about this. I like these movable bridges a lot. I think there's a lot that you can do in your cities with this. It's just really cool. All right. And so here is our first bridge. We're going to drop that speed down just so we can kind of see it. So there's a little horn with all of them too, which is kind of cool. I like the detail on these as well. I think these look really good. And so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna keep it playing so that we can keep those boats going. Let's go ahead and delete this across. So then we will delete this road all the way across. We don't really even need to do that other side. So let's go ahead and check out that next road now. We're gonna grab the 4-lane drawbridge. And man, there's just so much we can do with this. This is so cool. So let's hit that play button again. And then speed it up. Watch this one come. This bridge is actually really cool too. It's kind of got these little dividers. Again, the detail on it is just fantastic. So hit that play button. We don't need to go that fast. It's got the same horn, but man, this is just looking really good. You can do so much with these. So let's go ahead and try one of the other ones now. We will delete this. We're going to go up to the large roads. Let's check this out. We're going to go across. There we go. And then let's hit that play button. The boat is stuck. There's cars going across. We got one lone car going across. This one's cool. It's got like the little stairs down here, so you could probably have some sort of water access, or maybe this is just maintenance access. But look at the details on this as well. Look at the brick. Man, even like the rust in there on the iron. This looks really cool. This is such great modeling here. Cool. So this one's going across, and then I believe we have one more of the movable bridges. So I think it's the highway one. Yeah, so if we go in here, and the highway one's actually a double decker, which is really cool. So this one's got a full train section underneath it. This is really cool. So now you could have the train following the road, maybe have it connect up underneath, and then it just goes across. There we go. Yeah, that looks really cool. That looks really cool. I like these a lot. I like the ferries. I think there's a lot of opportunity with this. There's really a lot that we can do. I think in the next episode, I'm going to do an episode of Tampere once this releases. I really want to build out this island and do a port. And so now we've looked at the ferries, we've looked at the bridges. Let's go ahead and look at the other defining characteristic of this DLC, and that is the ports. And so I do have everything unlocked, but there is going to be kind of a tiered setup similar to how the DLCs in Cities Skylines 1 were created. So let's come all the way over here to our port. Let's delete this, and we're going to kind of play around with this. We're going to break the game a little bit, but we can go ahead and actually leave those. Let's go ahead and plop down a large port building. And so we want the arrows to be the entrance for it. So let's go ahead and turn off snapping. Fantastic. And then we are going to grab a couple one-way roads. We don't need them to be that big. These roads are huge. Well, actually, let's do 1 2-lane in the middle, and then we can kind of have them funnel into it, which I think is good. So we'll go like that. Perfect. And then we will grab this, have it funneled down. Fantastic. And then let's go ahead and do the same thing on this side. And then we are just going to flip this. Perfect. So we can provide access to that road. And then let's go ahead and do the same thing on this side. It's a little bit sloppier, but we're just, again, kind of playing around with this. Go like that. And then let's flip it. And so what this does is it actually provides a big workable area for this. And so what you need to do, you can kind of see, so this has gate, bypass, exits. And this is going to show you these little red lines that are going to show you where people can get in and out of the port without going through an entrance. So we're going to come through here, delete that. What we're going to do now, let's go in here, and it opens up this whole tab. And again, these are going to be unlocked at certain phases based off the amount of tonnage that you have going through your port. So we're going to go ahead and place this right here. Again, it's not perfect. Don't judge me off of the appearance of it. We're just kind of playing around with this. I want to check it out. And then we will come up over here and do the same thing. So we want to do, no. We want the auxiliary entrance. We'll click on that. Let's do the small auxiliary. And now what we have created is a controlled access area. And so people cannot get into this area without passing one of these 3 gates, which is really cool. And so now we're going to get a little crazy. Let's go ahead and delete this going all the way around. We're going to delete all these as well. So we'll go just like that. And then what we want now is actually one of the pier walls. So we're going to come in here and we are going to do, oh, here's the port gate road. That's nice. So port gate road, we want the port key. And what we're going to do is come all the way across. Let's actually line this up first. So we're going to line this up, go all the way down. We're going to go like that. Let's go ahead and bring this back just a little bit. And this looks really cool. This is actually one of my favorite features of the ports. And there's really a lot you can do with this. This really opens up the possibilities pretty wide. So we're going to go just like that. And then what it does is it gives us a key wall going all the way around. Let's go ahead and hit play so we can get that water in there. And one of the cool things with this, let's go ahead and click on our port building now. You have the ability to place down container cranes, and you kind of see this circle around the port gate. So you definitely kind of want it to be closer, but you place it down and it places the little like protectors off to the side as well. I'm not sure what they're called. But then what we can do, let's come in here, do our seaways. Let's go ahead and connect this up. It's actually kind of big. So we'll go like that. Fantastic. And then let's go ahead and connect this up. And then we can go into our cargo ship routes that we already had, and then we can just move them into the new port complex, which is really cool. And so these have a bunch of storage as well. So you have bulk storage, and this is for your raw goods like rock, aggregate, or things like that. And so we'll definitely want to get a couple of these. We'll want to get some of these container yards as well. So you get to place a couple of these down. Let's go ahead and turn on snapping. So we'll want to place one of these down like right here. Of course, we got to delete some of our decals as well. And so now we will come in here. Let's go ahead and place down our container sections. And so you get a bunch of different sizes. You get small, medium, and large. And again, these are unlocked based off of the level port that you have. So it's really cool. There's a lot of different things that we're going to be able to do with this. So now let's go ahead and bring a road coming all the way down. I constricted ourselves a little bit with that circle. Ideally, we would want this port gate to be a little bit closer. And then let's go ahead and drop down. I kind of want the big one. Can we fit the big one? Man, yeah, the big one would be really cool. So let's go ahead and place the big one right here. And then let's do some of these aggregate guys over here. That is huge. Holy cow. Wow. So that's just humongous. That's really cool. So we'll have a lot of opportunity to be able to do some really cool stuff. So we're going to place down some small ones. I'm going to place this right here, go all the way down. Let's get this decal out of here, go like this. And then we also have some tank storage as well, which we definitely want to get. We're a little bit tight, so let's go ahead and do some tank storage right here. Fantastic. And then you do also have an intermodal train terminal as well, which we for sure want to place. We're a little bit tight on space over here, so let's get rid of this road. We don't really need it to be like that anymore. Let's go ahead and do a 2-lane road going down. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, we'll do, let's actually use one of the port roads. I think that could be cool. Yeah, so we will have this come all the way down now. All right, there we go. It is not perfect, but for our demonstration purposes, it is pretty good. So we will come back in here. Let's go ahead and place this down, and then let's rework this. We need it to come down and connect up. So we're going to come into trains and then have this connect up, go like this. And then let's go ahead and connect that up. Fantastic. And then we will bring our road across again down. And I think, it allowed us to connect that, but I don't think, so if we do cargo, let's grab these now, come down, connect them up. Fantastic. I don't think this is going to work like this corner. It might. Let's see. So now we hit play. Let's go ahead and check out some of the animations that we have in here. Like they have these little forklifts for the containers that are really cool. There's a lot of movement, and we actually had a lot of traffic in this area as well. So I'm interested to see how this is going to be impacted. There is a couple upgrades for the gate as well, which I think is really cool. So we have the customs office, which just adds a little second story there. But then we also have the reach stacker garage, which adds just a double-decker garage in there and also single-decker. This may be like where they do custom searches or stuff like that. I believe we also have a couple other buildings. So we have a passenger terminal, which is really cool. I don't think we're going to be able to mess around with this today. This is going to be kind of tight for us. But I kind of want to place it just to see like what it looks like. We're just a little tight. This just isn't a great spot for a passenger terminal though. So I think we're going to pass on that for now. And then we will, once we get the DLC, we're going to unlock it all. So now let's come in here and we are going to place a couple of these buildings down. So I have a bunch of detailing in here, so I don't want to ruin too much. Port security, let's go ahead and put that in here. Perfect. Let's do emergency response. We definitely want emergency response. Go ahead and put that in here. And I believe we got almost everything. And given a lot of this is just going to come in trying to upgrade this, and then especially once we're able to use mods and decals and stuff like that, there's really going to be a lot of cool stuff you can do. All right, so we are getting our container ships, and you can see these tractors that we're getting now. These look really cool. I like this a lot. I think these container ships look awesome as well. I really like how these are coming in. I think this whole setup looks really cool, and I think this lends itself to a lot of opportunities for detailing, similar to what we had with our port already. We did a lot of this custom, like this was with decals and with Move It mod, just placing down items within Find It. And now we have an opportunity to actually have a port that is a little bit more extensive, but also practical as well, so it's able to be utilized. So now let's look at some of the new zonable buildings that we have. So if you go into your zone section, you're now going to have these low density waterfront businesses, which are really cool. And some of them, I mean, you know, they're just kind of beachfront properties a little bit. These are things that you would see like in California, Southern California on the beach, like beach restaurants and stuff, which I think is really cool. And there's a lot of opportunities with this too. Like you could do pathways and stuff, really kind of spruce up the area. And we also got a lot of new parks as well. And some of these parks are really detailed. I like to see they look really good. And so we got this one with a little merry-go-round in the middle. It's got like some trucks. It's even got a little stage off to the side too. Little food stall, some rocks. I really like the detailing here. I think it looks cool. We got another stall in the back, some picnic areas. We got another one with a Ferris wheel, kind of a smaller Ferris wheel, little fence off to the side, some pergolas, some awnings. Little kiosk booth, it looks like a fountain. I really like these details a lot, especially since within Find It, we're going to be able to unlock a lot of these, which is really cool. And so now let's go ahead and check out this one. This one's got like a huge patio. I like this a lot with these pathways. It's got these planters in there. It looks like it's got two little greenhouses too. This is kind of cool. And then we got, oh man, I like these little planters over here. This looks cool. It's got the umbrellas going over it, and we got like a haunted house. Wow, look at this. We have a haunted house. This looks really cool. It's got Stonehenge in the back. It's got some tombstones. You can kind of hear people screaming too, which is kind of cool. Cool little feature for like Halloween if you want to do like a decorated area. So we have a Ferris wheel over here, kind of smaller one, more family friendly. Little kiosk in the front, some great details. And then we have a larger Ferris wheel over here. This looks really cool. I like the details, the kiosks. We got some tiles in the middle. And we also have a lighthouse too. So, and this is kind of a standalone lighthouse. We're going to really have a lot of opportunities to be able to place this down. And so this DLC is jam-packed. And so we have a whole nother thing that we haven't even explored yet. So that is the fishing industry. So now if you go into your zones, go all the way to specialized industry, we now have inland fish farming. So we'll be able to place this down. Let's go ahead and check it out. And we'll be able to draw an area around similar to our current industries. Go like this, connect it up. All right, so we plopped it down. We got some ancillary buildings around the outside. This can be placed anywhere. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work. I was kind of anticipating things to pop up. So I haven't really played around with that a whole lot, but I think there's some opportunity there. I have played around with this one though. So we're going to plop this down and then let's go ahead and select the building now. And we're going to do a pier first so we can get our boats. And then this is now going to allow us open water fish farming area, fishing route tool, small cold storage, medium cold storage, large cold storage, and narrow boatway. So if we do a fishing area, we can go like this, and similar to our other industries, we can go like this. And then let's go ahead and connect up our narrow boatway. We'll go just like that. Fantastic. And then fishing route tool. So we'll want to go like this, connect it up, have it come back. Fantastic. And then let's just connect up our building so we can get our utilities over here. I really like the fishing areas. This was something in City Skylines 1 that I did utilize quite a bit. It's just an industry. I mean, it helps to boost your economy. And it is something that you would see, especially in cities that are coastal. Fish is a pretty valuable resource. And so let's go ahead and place that down. And then we should get some boats. All right, and just a few minutes later, we have one of our fishing vessels coming out. This is really cool. I think it looks really good. Yeah, I think it's a nice little fishing boat. I wonder if there's going to be like a fishing animation at all. That's kind of what I'm hoping for here. I guess there wouldn't really be a whole lot that you would need. I know in City Skylines 1, they just kind of drove around. It looks really cool though. I mean, it's got some good details. It's a nice little boat, and I'm guessing you'll probably end up getting where there's a bunch out here maybe, or just one kind of drives around. Remember in City Skylines 1, it was like a path, and then they would have to come back. It was a bunch of little boats. But it looks like we're already actually turning a profit. So we got 20,000 this month already. And so we could actually maybe plop down one of our little storages, go like that. Fantastic. And now we got a fishing industry. Yeah, look at that. And so this could be part of like a whole wharf. I remember doing builds in the past where I use like custom warehouses next to the buildings like this. I think it's, there's just a lot of opportunity here. All right. And so we have looked at a lot, man. We looked at the bridges. We looked at the new movable bridges. We looked at the port complex. We looked at some of the new zonable areas, which look really cool. We looked at a lot at the new parks. We looked at the fishing industry. We saw our ferries, which you can see them driving around. And this is a really cool first DLC. I'm really happy that they added in more stuff. We got parks, we got zonable area, we got the ports, we got ferries. I feel pretty satisfied with this DLC, and so I hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and give it a like if you did, and look out for that port build coming out here soon. We're going to be doing a lot with this. I'm kind of excited about the opportunities that we have here. I'm excited to be jumping back into Tampere, and so if you enjoyed this video, you will definitely enjoy the video on your screen, and thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.